Welcome to America's heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense takes the field. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He leaves it with his back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception for this quarterback, and now you throw another one, you know, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point. finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself.
Oh, I should have gave
Nowhere
that
to
to
run
him.
on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle.
Aloo, aloo!
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
I'm driving.
About to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. From the gun, the ground game. Fights off a defender.
Jorge
Tackle
Lopez.
is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Running the red zone, it's Lopez. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter.
It's a great song.
It's been a defensive battle.
Can anybody tell me what street this is?
Tell that tale.
It's Main Street.
Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Direct snap. And the Hoosiers
First
brought to the
down,
ground,
baby.
but not before picking up the 1st.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too.
Got some room. Headed
First
to the
down,
line.
1st and goal on the
He
1.
almost punched
It's
it
Aloo,
in for
Aloo
6.
time.
They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins
We
football
just run
games. You need to
motherfuckers
run the
over.
Football, create balance, and right here, just choose up another 1st down.
Like I said, we just run motherfuckers over.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive.
Maybe it's more that it's like a 3-on-1 situation, Christy, so they don't want you to die. Oh, well, I can't help him. I can't help him there. I mean,
He's run out of bounds, but not before.
I was trying,
Turning a
guys.
big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle. He's
I think she ran away, didn't she?
From the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to
She took
play.
that shit and ran away, didn't she?
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally,
Go on,
David, the
take the money
offense
and run.
breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life
You talking about like on the
easy
challenge and
defensive
shit?
line. But when you
Yeah.
can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Yeah.
Right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Yeah.
And you become so
Did he give you back
hard
your
to
$2?
defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Going to throw it over the top of the D.
He caught that. Oh, shit.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's.
You mean the one they said was better than Adrian Peterson?
When my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal.
Oh, really?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of mechanic. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situation.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go press the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Really nice stop.
There's a me in that motherfucker, though.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call.
Hey, ask Kobe Bryant that question. That's what he told Shaq. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
The Hoosiers pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The option look. Tripped up for the tackle. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone.
And he runs it in for the score.
You're right.
Touchdown, Indiana!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 72 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He tries to take the top off. Snags it on the right. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. He will need some oomph in this one. A 51-yard attempt and from the right side.
He missed it, baby.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
He's looking to throw it. Lofts one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Bloomington. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, we need to get things cranked back up here. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. They'll try the run. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting damn close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All
fires into traffic, intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted.
Hit the wrong button
And
first.
they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's awesome. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Leaves it with the back.
Flag. Ah.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
The real boy.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Goes to the option. The pitch. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
It was me, you, and Anomaly, and a bunch of people.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now on the option. Keeps the legs moving. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national.
Bro, I'm pretty sure you post more videos online for us to look at than I do. But I'm the nerd.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side.
I mean, I'm okay with being a nerd. I have no problem being a nerd. I'm just giving you shit.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll run play action.
Oh, that play did not work.
Defense gets to the quarterback.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks.
That's probably why they're making it Peanut Cup.
What a clutch play by your special teams. 4th quarter, you're trailing. You need a play.
So they can try to deny him workman's count.
On the field. It's hard to score, obviously, on defense. And now you get the ball right back to your offense. Play. Nice job by the punt team forcing the fumble.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's so easy to let
I mean, I'm sure they appreciate the honesty.
What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
They go to the draw.
Yeah.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
A strike downfield. A huge
Flag. He hit me way late, bro. The whistle had already been blown in.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense
no way,
down
bro.
in the red
Here.
zone.
Huge play puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Lopez. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
He's not afraid to go deep. What a snag by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions.
Sean, you teaching me how to slide with my quarterback is a game changer.
Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a
Yeah, I
bad
know.
situation or take
I
a
finally
sack.
figured it
Great job
out.
making
And I run with
something
my
out of that.
quarterback a lot.
And he was able to get away from one
Yeah.
tackle, but plenty of help was on
Really?
the way. Decent pickup on that play. We've reached
That's
the
good to
2-minute
know.
warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
If I hold it, he dives head first.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes.
Hello, hello.
Touchdown, Indiana. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
28-7 with a minute and a half left in the fourth. I'm up.
In the middle, it's Smith. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. They want to just keep throwing it. Going for it all.
Oh, they scored. I gave up another touchdown.
There as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one,
less than a minute.
Pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah.
And this is
you borrow your girlfriend for a night, you'll find out how crippled I really am.
You know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.
Oh, I'll show her where the handicap's going to be parking, all right. Hey, you know, hey, she can take advantage of it, all right, because it's hanging above my bed, buddy.
You'll take this every time.
It really is. I have a handicap parking sticker above my bed.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock.
A buddy of mine actually brought it to me.
Between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Winning those individual 6-second